Peace, y'all. Happy September 2022. I want to start by leading us into some deep breathing, and then I also want to get into some of the cosmic events that we are entering into and how they might affect you. And then we will go from there and do each zodiac signs reading. All right. Wherever you are, get comfortable, get some water, throw some lemon in it if you need to, turn on the fan, just make sure the temperature is comfortable, minimal distractions if you can, so as to be in tune with what messages are coming through, and to be clear and discerning on what is coming through and what resonates and maybe what doesn't. All right, so get comfortable, whether you're laying or standing or sitting. Relax your ligaments. If you feel pain or tightness, send oxygen into those places, breathe into those places, and exhale, releasing out any tightness, any tension, any angst in those spaces and places. Take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up your belly, pushing your belly out like a balloon, filling it up with warm, gentle thoughts and energy and intention. And as you exhale, release anything that does not support you, anything that no longer serves you. Continue this cycle as long as you need to. Exhale. Last inhale, deep inhale with intention, setting your intention for your month ahead and for the rest of your year. At the same time that you set your intention, exhale, releasing the outcome, trusting that it all plays out divinely for your good. All right. So, we have Mercury in retrograde on September 9th, 2022. We have already been in her shadow period. She has been showing out. I don't know if y'all have been feeling it. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it for the last 3 weeks. And I looked at the calendar. I'm like, we're not retrograde yet, are we? And then I looked at the time and realized we are in her shadow. So you already started to feel the effects. You might already notice certain things glitching. Your car won't start, or just it's going to empty. It's going to eat quicker. People that you usually are able to have quick access to on the phone might not be getting back to you as quickly. And then there's, on the flip side, I know every single retrograde season for me, somebody from my past is hitting me up. Always. And it's often somebody I just had a vision of. And next thing I know, I'm getting a text message. I'm like, I never received a text message from this person, or it's been a long time. So you might be getting some revisits, but this is the time of things recurring. And that's one reason it's intentional. It's advised that you be intentional about contracts that you sign, agreements and commitments, whether they're relationship agreements, platonic, business, contractual agreements. Just be intentional about reading them in detail and being discerning, because during this time, when we get back into the full speed ahead after retrograde, things can be undone. So an agreement that you're making during this time, if you're not clear, can be undone by the end of this season. And it can kind of feel like you're starting from scratch afterwards. So just be mindful and not hasty during this time. Also, we have full moon in Pisces, Pisces, on the same day, September 9th. So there might be heightened emotions. The word intention just wants to come through, and I'm gonna let it. There might be heightened emotions and sensitivities, especially through communication, whether it's with a partner, whether it's just you sitting in your feels. It could be butting heads at work, or just everybody's sensitive in their feelings. Being sensitive emotionally also looks like being sensitive intuitively, where you're just a lot clearer on things than you have been. So I suggest leaning into that and being very patient, being very wise with your words. If it's not something you would usually speak, be very discerning and very wise in what you speak and what you say, so that there are less chances of you having to backtrack and be like, yo, my bad. I said some words, my apologies. Be very intentional and mindful of what you put into the atmosphere, even for yourself. Speak love and compassion, and again, patience, and give yourself lots of grace for the next few days. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to say. Relationships, contracts. I think that was everything. One more thing that's coming to me: get confirmation if you need to from a trusted source. If you have ideas or something that's coming through to you, it might not be the time to activate them. It might not be the ideal time to kickstart it again during this retrograde, because it might be something that gets unraveled by the end of the season. So if it's something that you had already been preparing before retrograde started, then yeah, and you're clear, then it's something that you are probably supported in continuing the momentum on. If you're not sure, again, get some support, get some guidance, a reading if you need to, on whether or not it's something that you are advised to move forward with. All right, let's get started. Aries, hello. This reading is for Aries sun, moon, or rising sign. This might resonate even with your Venus Aries placement. If it resonates, let it resonate. If it doesn't, perfectly fine. Go watch one of your other rising or moon sign readings, and that might resonate more. But just don't force this one. Don't force this one if it don't resonate. Go get what you need. Don't settle. That might be your message. Don't settle. All right, I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. This card, the card that comes out might be an animal that represents an animal that some of you have already been seeing in person, or in a lot of videos or movies, or just wherever, in dreams, visions, whatever. It also might be something that you haven't seen yet, but that you might start to see after you get this message. And then again, it might not even be an animal that you see. It might be an energy that you will start to pick up on, that is going to start to show up or appear into your space this month, or something that is going to continue from what you've already experienced. So, Aries, sun, moon, rising. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. This is beautiful. It's got the number 22 on it. That could be a good not life path number, a good numerological number to pay attention to. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. Dragonfly spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as a dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, dragonfly spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone. For a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Alighting when you are preoccupied, Dragonfly Spirit offers this message. You exit in unity with all, including the protective spirits who share their wisdom. You are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel to have the experiences it craves. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. Pay attention to the signs now. They remind you that each of us have inspired dreams seamlessly sewn into the fabric of the invisible world, and there is a great consciousness that exists in the seemingly empty spaces guiding us on our journey. Open to the truth, letting the wisdom of the hidden realms inform you, providing insights your conscious mind overlooks. The protective message here is, did you really think this world of the senses is all there is? From the hidden mystical realms, signs are being sent to you, but perhaps you have perceived separation and convinced yourself that you are on your own. Have you fallen into spiritual amnesia and forgotten your connection to a living, loving, always supportive universe? If so, rub the sleep out of your eyes, for Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of all the love and support available to you in every moment. There is an organizing principle underlying the events you have experienced, and Dragonfly Spirit can help you see it and trust that Spirit has your back. Let go of the illusion of chaos and randomness. Love is, yes, Aries. Love is here, so follow the signs that appear serendipitously. As you pay attention to the magic all around you, you will know you are on the right track. Beautiful, Dragonfly. It's funny, I'm an Aries moon, and my sister's Aries moon, and we've been seeing a lot of dragonflies lately. You are not alone. I am here with you. Though you're far away, I'm here to stay. Okay. Oof. Okay. Ace of Wands. In reverse. Bunch of cards want to come out. I feel like, especially with the fact that all these cards are wanting to come out, there's some underlying unaddressed stuff. So you have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Strength card in the upright. You might be afraid of like a false start, of like moving into a situation that you think will not just challenge you, but there might be some ego that you are battling right now, that you are afraid of moving forward in a project or a passion of yours, or some creative venture, because maybe you realize just how powerful you are and you're afraid of your own power. You might feel like you're alone as well, and that you are not supported in this decision, so you're hesitant about even pursuing it. The thing with that is the Strength card, which is Leo energy, fire energy, It gives you the courage of your conviction. It gives you the strength, and it taps into, it lets you, it makes you aware of just how much control over the narrative that you do have. These things that you're experiencing are not happening outside of you, if that makes sense. It might feel like things are happening to you, but when you reconnect with your power, your flame, Aries, you'll realize, you'll remember that you are uneffwittable. That you are, you're at the beginning of the zodiac cycle. You are the initiator, you're the leader, you charge ahead, you have audacity. So maybe sometimes it comes up in the form of arrogance or cockiness, but you're quite assured of yourself. And it might be because there's this youthful energy, right? The Aries is the youngest zodiac sign, so there's a bit of naivete and also this audacity, like, yeah, let's go. I have optimism. I'm not afraid of failing or falling because I've never seen those things happen. And maybe not in the literal sense of your experience, but I'm talking about like as a baby, in this youthful energy. They don't know failure or right and wrong, good and bad, until we impose that on them. So you have this natural jovial, this natural youthful energy about you, yet there's some pause that you have, and it could just be the season that you're in. It might not be, it's not for a long time. It could be recalibrating you to shift. So for some of you who might come from a place of entitlement, especially at somebody else's expense, this could be pausing you and slowing you down and saying, hold on now, humility. And then the strength card is like, and also, yes, you are a force to be reckoned with, within, not parameters, within, well, if you run a wild and reckless, then sure, within parameters, but in also, I think of the lion, they roam freely. When you're clear, and when you're not, I just heard destructive, when you're not coming from a place of destruction. Yeah, roam free, and take control over the things that are intended for you to take control of, from a place of your true self, not from a place of ego and entitlement. You're a natural born leader. That's what I'm talking to. That's what I'm speaking to. And this 9 of Cups, it's like, that's your happy place. Your happy place, if you've had resistance of leading, which I can definitely relate to that. That's a part of ego, the fear. And so rest assured in this 9 of Cups that you are not just emotionally supported, but you're mature enough. You're gaining the strength and the courage to be in the front. If you've had a tendency to hide and to not want to be seen, yeah, that's not really your calling. Truth transcends illusion. Like the dragonfly is beautiful and active and very present, and doesn't try to suppress or try to be unseen. It just bees. It's just the truth. It just shows up in its dopeness and in its essence. Unwavering. I just heard the word satisfaction. This 9 of Cups brings satisfaction. You'll be pleased with yourself once you allow yourself to feel the feels. If you feel stuck in your emotions, then lean into this full moon in Pisces that's coming up this week. You can do some full moon rituals. I encourage you to look at some YouTube videos and be discerning of what you receive. Everything might not be for you, and it might not all resonate, so don't force it. But do a Google search, look on YouTube, or just whatever feels right as far as a full moon ritual. You can take a cleansing bath with some candles and putting in some, I just heard juniper oil, sure. Bergamot, lavender, lemon, essential oil, jasmine, something pleasant, something satisfying in your bath. You can do a head rinse. I mean, there's different things. If you have questions, you can email me if you want to know more. And then also, like I said, do some Google search and YouTube searches. But yeah, I think hardens the energy, Aries, from this full moon in Pisces, because this could be partially what is blocked up is the emotional intelligence. You might kind of be leaning really heavily into fire, which again could be a lot of ego, haughtiness, arrogance, or whatnot. So create some balance, some restoration, tap into. I get the sense that there's a few of you who have maybe an important and or heavy placement in water in your chart. So even look at your natal chart and allow yourself to lean into some of those placements. If your moon is Pisces, then yeah, sit in your room for a couple minutes and cry and purge or journal or just feel. Or if you've been wanting to cuss somebody out but you don't want the backlash, then I mean, release it through music. Put on a playlist, put on some music, or have your outlet in your private space. Try not to lash out on anybody, because that could backfire. So yeah. With that said, speak your truth. I'm not saying don't speak your truth. I'm just saying being mindful, because you are that flame. And again, as being the younger zodiac, it could come out in the form of recklessness. So if you find yourself to be one that just pops off at the mouth or is easily volatile, then yeah, you can literally get a sip of water, go sit by some water, take a bath, or do something that connects you to a different part of your passion. As a fire sign, your passion, creativity, etc. Lean into the intuitive water, the discerning water, the sensitive, as in attuned water aspects of yourself. All right. I feel like I'm supposed to pull another card. It feels incomplete. Could be the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups at the bottom. 3 of Wands, and then yeah, the Aries card, Emperor. You have 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It can all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. 10 of Cups is bliss. This could be bliss and romance. This could be, things coming to fruition, things finalizing in a relationship dynamic. It could be things coming together as far as a family. So if this stubborn Ace of Wands in reverse is like either you're trying to jumpstart something too quickly or you're afraid of going forward, this could be giving you your answer. Like, yeah, if you're, look, I've heard Music Soul Child's the answer is yes. So if you're looking to tie the knot, if you're looking to, I heard, better yourself, if you're needing a break or pause or whatnot, do what you need to do, because this 10 of Cups is sort of is promising unity. It's promising a beautiful culminating factor, like everything is coming together in your favor. And it really just requires you to, because the only card in this spread is the Ace of Wands that's in reverse, because everything else is kind of just, it's like a blossoming flower. It's revealing some layers to you that might be a little whatever, but don't let that stop you from blooming, right? You have a lot to contribute to this earth, and we need you. So it's important that you align with your truth. and that you show up in all of your beauty. Don't hold back your voice as a leader. As long as you again are coming from a place of love, compassion, and humility, you don't have to assert authority. The way to assert authority is, my mother always says that she commands respect, not demands it, and she very much, it's how she raised us. It was just this innate connection. We knew how to treat her, how to respond to her, but it wasn't by her being controlling or saying, you gonna respect me. She showed up in that way where you just garnered respect. So yeah, just show up in that presence, and know that your innate gifts and skills to lead and to direct and to create a beautiful life and beautiful outcomes, especially career-wise and emotionally and relationship-wise, because you have these waters here. So this could definitely be very heavily relationship-oriented. I know for some of you, I see like a masculine energy. For some of you, it is giving you the nudge to reconnect with a loved one after doing some growth and some healing and all that good stuff. So yeah, trust yourself and allow yourself to be happy. Love you, Aries. If you guys want to elaborate on this reading, you want a clarity reading, I'm discounting the clarity reading at $15 from $30. So reach out to me. You can email me, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com. If you want to, you can check out my social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, Mellow Neptune Waters, or at Mellow Neptune Waters. Like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel, Mellow Neptune Waters. Feel free to share this video if you know any Aries who need to, or you think this would resonate with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Feel free to share this as well, or share the channel altogether. Last but not least, if you are feeling ever so inspired, if this resonated with you, feel free to send a love offering to CashApp, $MarshaMellow88, Venmo @MarshaMellow88. If you want to send it some other way, you can email me, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com. And also, I said lastly, but lastly, if you are wanting to look into doing a personalized and customized reading together, you can go to my website directly, mellowneptunewaters.com. You can book it straight from the website. I answer a lot of questions on the website, so to make sure to read through it. And then if you still have some questions, absolutely email me, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com. I love you, Aries. Stay dope.